Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this session we are going to look into another type of plot which belongs to the change plot. The purpose of the change plot is used to visualize the data which is based on date and time. So in this category we are going to discuss about time series plot. Time series plot is used to visualize how a given matrix changes over time. So let's jump into the diagram and where we will look into how this plot look like, and then we will design the same plot in the Jupyter notebook. So we are into the diagram, and this is the diagram of time series plot, and in this session we are going to draw the same plot, and the data set which we are going to use is called air passenger traffic data set. So guys, the air passenger data set provides monthly total of US airline passengers who traveled in between 1949 to 1960. So on the basis of this data we want to draw a time series plot that will give us information about the trend of air passenger travel. So with the help of this plot we can easily identify that the trend is in upward trend. So this is about the data set which we are going to use to make you understand about the time series plot. So now let's proceed further and let's go to the Jupyter notebook and we will look into the steps to design this plot. So we are into the Jupyter notebook and the steps which require to draw the time series plot is same. That means we are going to follow the same 5 steps. And over here, this time we are not having any preparation of data in this particular plot, or more specifically, we are not having any preparation of the data for this particular example, which I am going to show you. Apart from that, every step we must have to design. So step 1, as usual, global setting. Step 2, import the data set. Step 3, we are not going to do any kind of a preparation. Step 4, we are going to draw the plot, the time series plot, with the help of plot method of matplotlib, and at last we will decorate our plot. So let's start designing it. So over here I have already completed the step 1. That means we have already done the configuration which is required for global setting. Next, let's talk about the data set. So where do you will get the data set? So to access the data set, you have to visit the repository of this particular course. So guys, this is the GitHub repository for this course. So once you are into the GitHub, then you need to click on this data folder, and over here you will find the airpassenger.csv. So you need to click on this. Once you click on that, then you will find the data in tabular format. But to get the data, you need to click on raw and then you will get this link. So you need to copy this link. Once you copied the link, then you have to go to the Jupyter notebook and put it into the step 2. So let's do it. So over here you need to select this cell, press B, and then you need to create the data frame and you need to tell that df equal to pd.read_csv. This you already aware about. Paste your URL. So we will get the data. Now next we need to write df. Now let's execute it. So we will execute both the steps and then we will look into the data. Select the step 1 and do shift enter. Once it is being done, select the step 2, do shift enter. So you will see that we have 144 rows and 2 columns. So now let's proceed to the next step. Next step, we are having prepared data. For this particular example, we don't have any preparation for the data. So let's move to the step 4. Select this cell, press B, and over here I am going to start writing the code to draw the plot. So first step, as usual in this, we need to create a figure. For that I need to write plot.figure, and over here I need to specify the size. This you already aware about, so you can write like 16,10, and then you need to specify the DPI equal to 80. Now the next step, let's draw the plot, and to draw the time series I am going to use the plot. So this method will help us to draw the time series data, and over here we are having a date column and I am going to use that date column. So I will specify over here date. We have another column that is called value over here, so we will specify the value. So let me specify that. So I will tell value. Next I need to specify the data source. For that I am going to specify the data frame which we have created, and then we need to specify the color. Over here I am going to specify tab red. Once it is being done, we are done with the step 4. Now let's proceed further and do the step 5. Select this cell, press B so that it will give us the new cell. So over here, if you closely look into the diagram, then you will find that we have some limit information on y limit. So we need to specify that. Along with that, we are having also x-tick levels. So let's create it. So over here, I will tell that plot ylim 50, 750. This is the range we need to specify. Next, we need to specify x-tick underscore location. This is the variable we need to create. And over here we need to specify data frame df index.toList, and over here we need to specify 12. So over here we have mentioned 12. That means that we want to observe the yearly data and we want to identify the trend between 1949 to 1969, and the data is given in a monthly basis. So with the help of this slicing syntax, we are able to grab the information for each year, as we are having 12 months in a year. So with the help of this syntax, you are telling that skip the record till 12th record and then pick the value and convert it as a to list. So this is what it is doing that. Now let's create the xtick level. So how we can do that? We need to specify xtick underscore levels, and over here we need to specify this syntax x. Within that we need to tell that -4 colon, and this is a list comprehension, and over here we need to specify for x in df dot date dot to list, and here we need to specify 12. So this way we can create the xtick levels. Now let's print that. So over here we need to specify plot dot xticks, and tick is going to be the xtick location which we have created. Make sure that it is ticks. So over here we need to tell that xtick underscore location, and levels we are going to specify the level which we have created in the above line. So we need to tell xtick underscore levels, and rotation I don't want any rotation, then I will tell that 0. Font size I am going to keep it small. You know that why it is, because we have created a constant at the top. If you will see it over here, we are having the small as a constant. So now the next parameter we need to specify the alignment. So horizontal alignment we need to specify horizontal alignment equal to center. Next we need to specify alpha equal to 0.7. So that's it for this. Now let's proceed further and now create for ytick. So we will tell that plot dot yticks. First parameter we will specify the font size. This is also going to be a small, and alpha equal to 0.7. That's it. Now next we need to specify the title. So we need to tell that plot dot title, and here we need to specify air passenger traffic formation. We can tell that 1949 to 1969, and then we need to specify font size. We want it should be large, that is 22. And next we need to specify the grid. Plot dot grid equal to axis equal to both. We want it should print both axis x and y, and alpha we want to keep it 0.3. Now let's grab this code and run it. So over here, cut it, paste it over here. Now do the shift enter. We have a typo over here, shift enter, and you will find that we got the plot, but we are having some typo also. So let's fix that. Font size, not font size. Now do shift enter. Sorry guys. So over here you will get the same kind of a plot which we have seen in the diagram. So with the help of this particular plot, time series plot, we can easily identify the change information within the given data. And this plot is very useful whenever we are doing the time series analysis, whenever we are working with any financial data, whenever we are working with the stock data. We want to identify the trend within a given stock, then we will use this data visualization plot, more specifically time series plot, to identify the changes within the stock price. So this plot is very useful whenever we are having the data that is frequency based and we want to identify the trend within the given data set. And this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. In the next session we are going to look into time series decomposition plot. That is going to be very useful as it gives more information compared to the time series plot. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.